Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Offense.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball? You don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is... Sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman.
What twitch?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there. You can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give them a gain of 37. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, I got it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson taking a shot for... And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
At the Seahawks 5-yard line.
Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants them to go for it right now.
And believe me.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Here we go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Check, 59. Hey, let's get that home.
At the 49.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. It got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Go.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Hey, pick your game up. 53's the mic.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Ready. 53, check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Let it go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I'm coming after you.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. 53 to Mike.
Here's Jackson throwing again. Steps away. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
In your face.
Go.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Jackson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Brought on 1st down. Dobbins, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12.
We got this.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
50 seconds.
To throw is Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Let's go.
25 yards that time. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. Set. Hey, come on. Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Ready? Go, let's go. Head to roll. West. Mike 53. Crunch time, defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up pushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson taking a shot for 6. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
Oh, yeah, that's
Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission. And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. First to his right. Taking a shot for... That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Jackson will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to keep it here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. T.K. Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Come on, fellas.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
53's the mic. Zoom. The mic. Defense wins champions.
To throw again is Jackson. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands.
And that's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. Now, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive, because truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. And he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
54. Silver.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mostert. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Wilson toward the pylon, caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was T.K. Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson, flushed out right, on the run. He'll let this go deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
49, check 49, check 49. Check 31, check 31. Rotate, spell.
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We play to win.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Partners, that a little sweet justice for Super Bowl 49 right there.
You know nothing can ever erase the total sting.
Dude, we can't get stopped. You see me out here?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, we heavy on the edge.
They'll look to throw. Short throw to Disley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Wilson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. He'll look to throw, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the 49ers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile,